Hello and welcome to another stream. How is it going, guys? How is it going? Let me move this here. And I see 8 Ball is here. What's up, 8 Ball? Welcome to the stream. That one guy is here, says, yo, hello, Roman. What's up, that one guy? Welcome to the stream. And Nick is here with a quote. What's up, Nick? How are you? How's it going? Well, we were speaking before, but how's it going now? And Mijo over there on Discord is there too. What's up, Mijo? So, what are we going to do today? The same. Let me pronounce things properly. And let me move this over here. I think it should be fine here. All right. So yeah, today continuing it's the same thing. We are gonna basically keep continuing or keep fixing bugs and adding feedback. And Mohammed, you say, sorry, Roman, I won't watch your video. I have tomorrow an exam. Yeah, no worries. It's completely fine. I hope you do good in your exam and you have a great study session. So see you next time. Bye bye. And Kix says hello, and Jacob says hola, and Og says hi. What's up, all of you guys? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? So yeah, let's move on to here, and let's see what the first task of the day is. Let's see what the first task is. Let me just remove the background over here. So yeah, no background now. The first task of today is making a reload hotkey and a button on the pause menu for the same thing. And Alex Starsky says, well, I don't understand the language, but welcome to the stream. And Jacob, you say good. Well, I'm very, very glad. All right. So it's just making a reload hotkey and a button. So I don't think we have assigned anything on R. So what are we gonna do? We're probably just gonna do something very simple. So when you press the R key, you're gonna like reset the game. Well, probably I should put it somewhere else. Maybe using another key because it's like gonna be super easy to like misclick the R. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And Ahmad says hi. What's up, Ahmad? Welcome to the stream. And Mohammed, you say, oh, question? Yeah, and Alex, you say, well, I don't understand the language. Sorry, is that uh, German? Control R. Okay, makes sense. And Jacob Alexov says, "How are you?" I'm very glad, or I'm glad. I'm very good. Thanks for asking. Um, yeah, let's go over here, and we're gonna do a Control R for restarting. So where are we gonna be restarting? Probably on the game manager. Game manager will do. Let's go over here because it's like a very like global thing, restarting this thing. So let's go over here on our scripts, and we're gonna go over managers, and inside game manager, I'm gonna do that. You say, Mohammed, you say, I'm the brother of Mohammed, and I'm just using his account. Already. Um, so hi. Yeah, hi, Ahmed. Yeah, we're developing a game, by the way. This is the game that we're doing. Just a quick intro of the game for the ones that don't know the game yet. It's basically you're this guy over here, this wizard, and what you have to do is get to these zones over here, and these particles over here are just guiding you through, like to get to the zone. But yeah, you can just go to the zone, and let me go over here on settings, audio, and put the audio back to what it was. So yeah, you need to get there, and some enemies are gonna start appearing. So what you have to do is beat them. And how do you beat them? You have to select some spells to use them and beat them. So for example, if I do up, left, up with the arrow keys, I'm gonna get my fire spell, which is gonna make it make damage over time with these guys. I have my normal magic projectile too. I have an ice bomb, which is gonna slow the enemies down. And I also have a chain lighting, which is just a projectile that stuns the enemies. And Alex Starsky, you say, I'm German and I'm using Google Translate. Well, hello and welcome to the stream, Alex. And Jacob, you say, why did you laugh at me? Dude, I didn't laugh at you. I laughed at what I said myself. I said I'm glad, but I said I was like talking about something else. Don't worry, I'm not laughing about you. You say I don't understand nothing from the game. Well, as you saw, just a magic game. You know, it's a game where you cast spells, and it's very simple. You just get to the zones, and you have to defeat the enemies. And when you defeat them, you go to the next zone. That's it. Now, and also there's like a boss, but you need to defeat a couple of waves to get there. And Ravioli says, doing good. Is that a question? Well, I am good. How are you? Welcome to the stream, Ravioli. And let me read you. You say kicks, damn. I'll probably install and play it on my PC later. Well, let me know what you think of it when you do. And stop betraying me in Pluto. I'm Pluto says, oh, well, welcome to the stream too. And that one guy you say, why do the spell icons look overexposed? Like are they too bright or something? They may be a little bit bright, but I don't know. They are just I applied the color and brightness filter over on the image editing software. It's coming out like in a year, but you can play the current version of the game now in the second link in the description for free. So if you want to try it, just click the link, the second link. And Miho Energize say how many 10 seconds exist in an hour and 4 hours. I don't know. And Kixi say, how do I install the game? You need to go to the second link in the description, and there you will like, it will basically redirect you here. Let me show you. Over here. So this is where I have all my games, and you just click on the wizard game, and you can just download now. Now it's gonna like ask you for a donation, but you just have to say no thanks. Just take me to downloads. It's gonna take you to the downloads, and you're just gonna like download the game. That's it. And Robinator says 1440. What? And Kixi say, oh, thank you so much. No worries. You're welcome. Say it's not easy than Roblox, man. Oh, this is not a Roblox game, by the way. I have like 3 years of experience developing Kicks. All right. So let's go over here, and this is like basically our pausing. We're probably gonna change this later because I still like need to do the pausing correctly of the game. But what we want to do here is just doing two things. So we're gonna have yeah, we're gonna have two things over here. We're gonna have a private bool is control press, and what else? That's it. So now when we do if input dot get key down key code dot control, it's gonna be well, I guess left control, right? Left control. I'm gonna do basically I'm gonna set is control pressed equals true, and the same thing for if the input dot get key down. I'm just basically saying, okay, if I press control, I'm gonna say, okay, control is pressed, and if I release control, I'm gonna say, okay, I'm no longer pressing control. Key code dot left control. That's it. So now I'm just gonna put it, the is control pressed variable is gonna be equal to false. And after that, I can ask over here if the input that get key down equals to the key code R. So if I press R, and is control pressed is true. So yeah, it's true. I'm just gonna do this thing over here. So it's gonna be basically reloading the game. Scene manager. I have something called scene manager. So I'm gonna call the scene manager, and I'm gonna tell the scene manager to restart the scene. So that should make it that when we press Control and R, we're gonna like basically restart the scene. And Ahmad, you say how to get a Blender file to Unity. You can export it as an FBX, and then you can drag the FBX from your folder to your project. And Jacob, you say make like Roblox. I don't plan to make this like a Roblox game or anything. It's gonna be like a standalone game, by the way. And Mohammed, you say, did you update the game or no? I did update the game during this weekend, so you can try and beat the new boss that I introduced in the later version. And Kicks, you say, I started 3 months ago in Roblox. Lol. Well, cool, very cool. So how is the progress been going? There are well, multiple people in the community that use Roblox Studio. And Ravioli, you say, gonna like an RPG game? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. And Ravioli, you say 3 months? Not bad. Yeah, it's 3 months is good. Like, feel proud of you. You say, but I'm terrible to be honest. Well, we all are when we're starting, so nothing to feel ashamed about. But yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Good that you were able to like do the 3 months. Just stay with it, and you're gonna get better and better. And like tackle all the projects that you may want to tackle. And that one guy say, "Let's go." My suggestion made it into the game. Yes, yes. So if you have any suggestion, guys, feel free to like put it in here, and we are gonna consider if like we add it to the game or not. And Miho, you say the build I deployed 25 minutes ago is still deploying. But is it like loading or something? Does it tell you, Miho? And Musker777 says, "Hi, what's up, Musker? Welcome to the stream. How is it going?" And FFYNC says, "What's up? What's up, FFYNC? Welcome to the stream." And that one guy you said you'd make a macOS build and let me test it. Did it not work or did you forget? I forget. I forgot. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. Dude, spam me, please. Spam me this weekend to make it. Or after the stream, spam me so I don't forget to make a Mac build. And Jacob, you say, oh, Roblox is real fun. Yeah, it's very cool. And if you're like making games on Roblox, like yeah, very nice, very nice. It's very nice to have it like be easily deployed, like your game can be easily shared. That's very cool. And Masker says, nope. All right. Ravioli, you say, yo, reading the chat makes you like a very good streamer. Well, thank you. Thank you. And Ahmad, you say, do you play Roblox? I played. I generally don't play a lot, but I have played it. There's plenty of good games on Roblox. In case you say my Wi-Fi is so bad, I just got disconnected. What a shame. But whenever you can like join back, you're more than welcome. And TDA0 is here. Says hello. What's up, TDA0? Welcome to the stream. How are you? All right, let's try this out. Let's try this out because this should be working right now. But if we do R, it shouldn't trigger. It should only trigger when, okay, I'm pressing R, nothing happens. And when I do Control R, that's when I like restart the game. So yeah, we can do that. It's still working. The only thing that's left for this task is actually like making a button on the pause menu so we can also restart from there if you don't want to like do the Control R. And TD0, you say, I'm good. How about you? Well, I'm very glad you're good. I'm doing fantastic, to be honest. It's a very nice day for me. On Ruminator, you say, do you have like schools or magic planned for like different categories of magic? Or is it going to be something more like just elemental spells? I plan to have, well, it's still to be decided, but I don't plan to have like schools. I would like you to not be like tied to a school. You can like just become a better and better magician and unlock better spells over time, and like you'll have like your branch that you can go through unlocking spells. And yeah, that's it mainly. Meanwhile, you say this is the one time Roman doesn't hate his community. And Jacob, you say you are a W. Well, thank you very much, Jacob. And you say I'm a Roblox dev. Yeah, that's awesome. Doubles in the chat for him. Oh, thank you guys. And that one guy, you said your stream buffered for like 7 seconds. Well, I don't see any drops in here, but let me know if the stream quality like drops or something. And Ravioli, you say, what about staffs? I plan to like add weapons later, but I'm just still like figuring out what this game will be. I just want to have like the core of the game kind of done and then expand on it. All right, let's see. Let's go over here and in the UI manager. Well, it's not just the UI manager, really. It's the settings menu or the pause menu. We should have something called pause menu somewhere. Let's go on managers, UI manager, and I have inside the pause menu, I have my pause menu script. So I'm gonna edit my script. What do I have in here? I have like basically all the functionality for all the buttons that I have over here. And I just have the resume button, the settings button, and the quit button. So what I'll do is basically just add another button. I think I could do the restart button could be before the quit. So I'll do this in order. Serialized field, so I can show the button on the inspector. And yeah, it's the type button. And I'm gonna call my button um, restart button. Now, what do I want to do with my button? I want to basically create its functionality. So I'm gonna do a method or a function, however you want to call it, um, over here only for that button. So over here, I'm gonna have a private void because I don't want to return anything, and it's gonna be called restart button functional or function. And what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna do load or scene manager. That's what's handling the all the things related to scenes. It's handled there. I'm gonna call the instance and I'm gonna tell it to restart my scene, and that's all the behavior I want to have on the restart button. And what I'll do over here is just like getting a call from the button to whenever I click on it, I will basically do whatever I have in that function, and that function only does the restart. So I'm just gonna do restart button dot on click. I want to add a listener, so when I like it's listening, that button is listening to the click. When the click gets triggered, I'll ask it, okay, do this. I'm gonna do a call to the function restart button. That's it. So that should make it like that should give functionality to our button, but we still don't have the button, so we need to create it on the UI. And let me read you first before that. And that one guy you say you should add Konami code sequence, to be honest, like secret sequences. Let me put that into the feedback because I think I've gotten that feedback before. Konami with K, Konami, um, code sequence. Is that what you mean? Like secret sequences that you can use to do like different stuff? Did it copy your message properly? I think it is there. Alrighty. You say, Mijo, does the new thing work? What new thing? The thing that I was working on before on Discord? No, it doesn't work if that's what you're talking about. And Ravioli say, hey, nice. Not gonna lie, Kix has a good suggestion. Kix, you say, add potions and potion marketplace. I plan to add marketplaces or like stores that you can in the future you can like customize your wizard so you can get like different hats, different chest pieces, different gloves, different boots. So it is a good suggestion. I think other people have said the same, so let me open here. Where's my Notion? Did I close it? Oh, here it is. So here on feedback, I think someone also said potions. Molten robots, spoon weapon. Somewhere over here, I think I saw potions. Poison spell, pets, banana spell, frog enemy. I think somewhere here, there were potions. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna add a new task in feedback with that, so I don't forget. Potions, potions, like that. And let me put your comment. Let me paste your comment over there. There we go. An enchantment table. Yeah, let me put that over there too. I don't know because I don't want to be like super. Probably there's a lot of things on the feedback that I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to enchantment table to put in the at least in the first version of the game because like we have a lot of stuff. Oh, this uh got super big, but because we have a lot of stuff to do. So I don't know if everything will get into. Probably not everything will get into the game, but yeah. Say W game. Doubles in the chat, everyone. And Nick, you say like non-server display. Mm. Miho, you say no. We need research battle pass. No, no battle passes over here. No battle passes. And Ravioli, you say, wait, what's up? What's about a spell that you grab the floor and cheat it to the enemies? Like you grab a piece of the floor. Let me put it in feedback. Yeah, I don't know how many spells I want to have, like 20 or something spells. Let's do ground cheat over here. I don't know why your profile picture didn't get copied. There we go. And Hehe says, so saying my name. Why is everyone saying my name? Name. I don't know. And Ninja say, will I be allowed to add enchanting table language text? If we get to, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, let me continue doing this thing. And Kurstri is here and says hello. What's up, Kurstri? Welcome to the stream. Let me go over here, and I have to create a button. So on the pause menu, I'm just gonna like probably copy another button. I'm just gonna copy the button settings, and I'm gonna call this button restart. I'm gonna put the what's the difference in it's 106. So I will do minus 106 over here, and this one minus 106. So we have a little bit more space for this. And over here, setting text is gonna be restart for or restart button. It's gonna be restart text, and I'm gonna change the settings button to be settings instead of setting. Now we just need to like assign it on the pause menu. So we just drag and drop over here, and that should be it. I think that will make it work. Let's try it out. So if I restart, yeah, I think it's working. That's fine. And also the Control R is also going to make it work. So we can have our first task of the day done. First task of the day done. Let's collapse these things. I'm just gonna save, and I'm gonna put that over here as like a checkpoint, you know. So what did we do? We added a restart hotkey and button and pause menu button. And over, yeah, what did you say? That one guy, you say, since you can't add all of it, you should totally add co-op to it and give me full permissions. I totally will 100%, not definitely will not break the game. Yeah, I totally won't delete the repo too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. And Miho casts gun. Uh, just to say, I cast system error. You say, it's Devil GT says, can you make a spell where you pull a Glock? It's the American spell. I don't know about weapons. I don't think I will have like a magic Glock. Maybe as a pun or like a hidden thing, we could, but I don't think it will make it to the final game. And Cakes, you say, what if you had a feature where if you kill an enemy, there's a small chance it drops gold or ores when it dies, which you can sell it? Uh could be. Could be. Like we probably need to have like some sort of trading like currency, you know? So could be. I don't know if like how will I handle that? But we have to have some sort of currency for you to be able to purchase stuff. So I'm just gonna say gold over here, and I'm gonna put your comment fully. Or use it to enchant weapons. And Ravioli say maybe we can add events like a random event weather that makes your spell and enemy spells 2 times stronger. It's an example. Let me put it in here. There's like so many things. I don't know if I'll be able to do like all of them, but I like the idea. Like weather, uh, because it's like a really. I don't want to take like longer than a year making this because I don't earn like any money. Like I'm doing this full time. So I am actually like um constricted by the amount of time that I can spend making this game. In 8th level, you say maybe at an American event and there's a block Easter egg. And Robinator, you say, what's your stance on spell that summon minions? Like, oh yeah, we are gonna have spells that I don't know if we're gonna do like necromancy, but we are gonna have like some sort of spell that does like cast something or um maybe you can cast an enemy or sorry like a companion that's gonna like help you fight, you know. And I like a necromancy spell, but we'll see. And French Prime Minister, wow, welcome French Prime Minister. I didn't know you were seeing my stream. It's an honor, French Prime Minister. You say a cheese that spawn rate is so rare and super rare and it does nothing. Like randomly have cheese going on. I'm inclined to add this. Probably I won't add it. But if I have like a lot of time, maybe. Uh, rare cheese like that. There you go. All right. So let's do a comment for this or a description for this. So it's gonna be when Control plus R is pressed, the level restarts. And now on the pause menu, there is a button to restart the level. That's it. We're gonna commit 3 files to main and push to origin so that we have our that got saved. Say add a rise. I'm a solo leveling fan. And Chief of All is here. Says, "What's up, Roman? How are you doing? What's up, Chief of All? I'm doing good. How are you? How are you?" And French Prime Minister, you say, "Haha, you fell for my secret Easter egg." I will see. We'll see. It sounds like a very silly idea. I like it. Okay, so what's next? Let's just move this task from doing to done. We have done that. So now we have to fix that the big boy, which is our boss for the game, spawns with a smaller size. So why could that be? We have to figure that out. And Kixi say try making mining caves where you can explore, fight enemies, and mine ores and get items you can use later to make better weapons and fight bosses. There's a lot of things included. This is gonna be like a kind of like a simple game. We're not going to add a lot of stuff, like a ton of stuff, just because I'm a solo guy working on this game. Making games takes a lot of time, a lot of time. Uh, so I will have like some sort of like map, like a bigger map, and we're gonna have like areas that you can fight, like bosses and stuff. But if I start like adding ores and all of this complicated stuff, like making an RPG, being a solo developer is hard enough. Making an expansive RPG, being a solo developer is gonna be like super hard. So even though I like the idea, I would love to do that. I won't because otherwise I won't finish the game like ever. So thank you for the suggestion, but I will have to pass on it. Not because I don't like it, but because I have limited time. And Chief Abel, you say I'm doing good. I'm now waiting for boiling water. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Chief Abel. Yeah. And that one guy you say you should add the flying glitch to the issues board. You know, when you walk in a corner and it looks silly, you should add it to the tracker. Yeah, it's probably right. So when walking over, or basically the on-air animation gets called more often than necessary, or very small drops on very small drops. So I'll probably like have to do another like check for that, and we're gonna have this on version 0.2. It's gonna be a programming thing, and yeah, I'll probably do this after I fix the big boy having a smaller size. So, um, let's see. Let's first go to the big guy, and if I spawn the big guy over here, yeah, he can move and whatever, but I like really should get it in a zone. So what I'll do is, instead of just having it there, I'm gonna delete it and let me tweak on the managers. On the wave manager, I'm just gonna make that the waves. Well, let me put the enemy quota to 5 to 10, and I'm gonna do the minimum sub waves be 1 and maximum, I guess, 1, 2. So it should always lead us. The first wave should always be the boss, you know. And IL is here. What's up, IL? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, our big boy over here. We need to figure out why he is like smaller when. Well, I maybe no, I know, maybe no, maybe I know why he's getting smaller when he starts again. Because maybe when I do the damage animation, maybe I don't restart it properly, or the death animation. Let me actually let's go into the health script of him. Let's go over here on the health script of this guy, of big boy. Let's go on big guy health. We're gonna edit the script. And over here, where we do the damage to receive, we set it to 1. We're basically going to have a multiplier. Or I'm just gonna do times 20, just so we can beat him very fast, because like normally it's just gonna take 1 damage if it's not staggered. And Nick, you say, oh yeah, well, I have some downtime. I'll just make a Discord debug report from forum real quick. Well, thank you, Nick. Thank you. And Asnok is here and says, yay, I think someone gonna try to be bothered from now. What's up, Asnok? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And yeah, flying animation. Yeah, it could be. Well, we're not going to be able to fly like I don't know if I'll like add mounts to the game or whatever, but if we like do anything that makes you fly, well, for sure we're gonna have a flying animation. And IL always comes back. Yeah, we're not changing the name of the big guy, or sorry, the big boy, because we already got like a fight over on stream because the name change. Yeah, so let's go over here to the zone. Let's wait for, yeah, let's go to that zone and let's check what happens when we defeat this guy 2 times. Now we should be able to like do way more damage, but he still has a lot of health. Yeah, let me just defeat him real quick. Because what I want to like figure out is why is he spawning with a smaller size on the second spawn. This should make it. Okay. Now, the thing is, not defeating him is like the next time we go and defeat him, he's like smaller, or at least Nicked detected him being smaller. So let's go back to the initial zone on the building. Let's get to the building, and when we get out of the building again, we're gonna get another zone. So now let's go to the other zone and let's see what is the size of the big boy. And Kicks, you say maybe at a flying animation, like if you press F key, you fly for a certain amount of time. But wouldn't it be like, it would be super fair or super like easy to like fly away from the enemies, and I have to like balance the game. But maybe outside of the battle, maybe outside of a battle, we could have some sort of like flying. And yeah, I see here it's smaller for some reason. And Julian is here, says sup. What's up, Julian? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And BSM is also here, says day 2 of asking boss name to be Big Chungus. You'll have to convince everyone on this Discord server. And that one guy, you say, what is a public key token? If you're talking about GitHub, that allows you to like get the commits, like being able to access all like the data that you have on a repository. And Kicks, you say, seems a bit simple, but I don't know how hard it's gonna be for you to like program what I said. It's gonna be, well, it shouldn't be that hard, but it takes time. And you say, big boy and big guy is optional name, but I suggest some name like Rocky Titan and Big Rocky Enemy. So this guy or this yeah, the boss already has a name that was picked by a person in the community that won like a battle royale, like basically won something, and the reward was picking the name. So it's Big Boy, and it's not going to be changed because of that. And Ruminator, you say, I mean, if there is there sort of animation that plays when he spawns that could be affecting his size? I think not when he spawns, but maybe when he is defeated. Maybe that could be it. So let me check. First, I'm just gonna make this like way more, so it's like super easy to beat him. Let's do this 260 or something, or like let's just do 1000. The thing is, I need to go over here on the big guy health when he like dies. When he is defeated, I'm just playing an animation on damage animation, and that animation is really this. So what is happening? I'm just changing the color. Oh, it's damage. Maybe I'm not playing the correct animation. That may be it too. Because I have a like on death die animation here. But where am I calling this? I'm calling this on the big guy animation handler over here. I'm overriding that animation, And what am I saying? I have some. Okay, yeah. This is the die animation. So it does get cold. I know it gets cold because I'm calling some particular sound effects and some visual effects and particles over here. So we have to like make sure that after this happens, we are we're setting the size back to normal. That's it. And Asnog, you say, "Hey, don't ignore me. I'm just trying to bother." Yeah, I noticed you. You said we run Mehel, we won Mehel, we won Mehel, and that one guy you say, times dev error times upgrade. What are you saying? That one guy. Mm. And Robinator, you say stone big boy golem. Well, we could do something like that. And French Prime Minister, you say add health cube. What do you mean with health cube, French Prime Minister? And Cool Car Guy says hello. What's up, Cool Car Guy? Welcome to the stream. And well, Jeffrey Epstein is here too. Says big fan. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Uh, and Kiki say I got to go now, Roman. Bye. Well, it was a pleasure having you here, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye bye. Take care. Now, Snow, you say read mine, please. Well, I'm not reading every single comment. Because there are some like are just very difficult to read or like trolling, so I'm not reading those. Okay. And Certified Touchdown says, hello, what's up, Certified Touchdown? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to another stream. How is it going? So yeah, let's go over here. And before we set this to active, we probably should set the scale really quickly to the normal scale. So we're gonna do over here, or you know what? Instead of setting the vector, or sorry, the scale here, we're gonna set it over on enable. So we have an enabler over here on enable. No, I don't think we have an on enable thing. So we're gonna add it somewhere. Where should we add it? I think somewhere in the beginning, because I generally try to keep my calls in order. So void on enable, we're just gonna say graphics, graphics, entity graphics t dot scale, or yeah, local scale equals. And I think somewhere here I need to have my normal my regular scale. And French Prime Minister, you say health cube that heals you. It's basic. It spawns randomly with a chance. Um, yeah, so a health cube. I think like we have a healing spell. So I want the player to use it while battling, you know? But maybe outside of like I think next month probably, like I'll do a larger map in there. Maybe we're gonna have like more stuff that you can pick up and stuff. So maybe there. But I'll keep it in the feedback. I'll keep it in the feedback. Health cube. And I think we could probably like do something prettier than a cube too. But I'll put it there. And as no you say, no, I mean which I said to that one guy, so he will know. Please, please. Uh oh, to that one guy. Wrong answer. Correct answer, it means random nonsense. Is that it? And Mohammed, you say I finished studying. What happened? So we are just setting the local scale of like basically when we defeat the big boy, it like gets smaller next time you fight him. So we're just fixing that. So we're gonna do vector3 dot 1. So we're gonna multiply x, y, and z by 1. And what is the normal, the default graphics? Default. Do we have? Let me check on over here, over on graphics. What is the size of this? Graphics is set to 1.5, 1.5. Like everything is scaled by 1.5. I should have that stored somewhere. Maybe not on the big guy animation handler, but on the humanoid handler. Let's see, torso handler. We're gonna have a something default scale. Torso walk rotation, S before speed. Yeah, like I'm almost sure. Maybe on animation handler. It's gonna be entity graphics, and somewhere we should have like the default scale. Starter graphic scale. I think that's it. Starter graphic scale. And we're setting it where? On start. Yeah, that's it. So we can use this over here. We're gonna multiply this by starter graphic scale, and that should make it be correctly sized now. And Mohammed, you say, why does it get smaller? I think it's because an animation, when it dies, it like it gets smaller as part of the animation, but I wasn't like resetting its size. And that one guy, you say you should add a simple spell that spawns a thermonuclear nuke at the enemy's position and eradicates all life forms on the land with nuclear fallout that poisons water. No one will be left behind. So it's like just a mass extinction. Like you're not able to play the game anymore. Yeah, very simple, very simple, very safe too. And Krishna Onatan says, "What software is this? This is Unity, and the IDE that I use is Visual Studio Code." So, yeah, that's it. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Krishna. And Nick, you say that's a thing I want to mod in at one point. Yeah, it would be funny. And you say, French Prime Minister, another suggestion: add mode, medium, easy, hard. It's basic. I mean, it's enemy fighting game, each harder. Yeah, we're gonna have difficulties. It's already like part of the game. Like you're gonna be able to pick your difficulty, and I'll have to like tweak the game according to that. And Hyundai is here and says, hello, Roman, just passing by to say hi and wish you a great day. Well, thank you very much for passing by, and a great day I wish to you too. And Daniel, you say, put hypersonic. He can have speed of 99 in 2 minutes. Hyper go away, then turns into Sonic. Yeah, I'm not adding Sonic to my game, but welcome to the stream, Daniel. Add London, and the enemy is British. And Corey is here, says, got all my ghosts working and level transitions done last night. Keep on grinding. Cheers, brother. Well, thank you very much. And I'm very, very glad you were able to do the transitions correctly. So congrats. Congrats, dude. And Ludwig MG says, Joe, what's up, Ludwig? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. All right. So over here, like this should already like make it restart. So let's try it out. Let's try it out. And now we're gonna be like super powerful compared to what we were before. Or at least we're gonna like damage the boss way more. So it should be an easy battle, a very, very easy battle. Yeah, basically instantaneous. Now, when we beat this, we need to get to the next zone. So we first need to go to the building over there in the center, because that's what's gonna make more waves appear. We get there, then we go out, and let's go to the zone again. And we're just checking if the scale of the the boss gets reset. I think still no, right? I think if I go over here and I go into the graphics, okay, yeah, the graphics are set over there to 1.5, but I want to go not here. I want to go in. Where's the big boy? Here. So the big boy, or yeah, big boy. Why can't I access it? I should be able to. Okay, now if I go to the graphics, the graphic scale is set to one on all positions. So it's not getting called maybe. Let's do an override on enable or protected. Protected. Override on enable. Is it on enable? It's should be, right? And look, did you say, what are you doing? Oh, you're making a game? Yes, we are making a game over here. It's a magic game, and we're just working on the boss has a little bit of a problem. So when we kill the boss one time, the next time we fight with him, he's like smaller. So we're just trying to fix that. And yeah, let me put the avatars back. Thank you for letting me know, Nick. And Corey, you said your level design remind me of Thronefall. The colors you're using are great. Well, thank you. Thronefall, what an underrated game. It is very, very, very nice. And French Prime Minister, you say add tree and ocean and oxygen, and you must plant tree or you die. No, I'm not adding that. Mijo, you say, now that you've heard my voice, would you trust that man with your YouTube account? I'm already trusting you with my YouTube account, so what's the point? And Mohammed, you say, I hope I can help, but I don't have any ideas. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's completely fine. And Strayvor is here, says, what I've studied. What you studied in college? Computer science? I dropped out of university, so I didn't went to university. I studied by myself. And Broplace says, what's up? What's up, Broplace? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And Nick, you say, oh yeah, and the bug report channel is a thing now. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Because the other time, like, I had to go through general and gaming chats to like find all the bugs. So hopefully now it's a little bit easier for me to gather all the feedback and bugs. And Mohammed, you say, but the only thing I can say is that the animation could need fixing. Why didn't you go to college? I went to college, or sorry, I went to university, and I dropped out because I basically was losing my time over there. But I don't want to like demotivate any of you to go to university. Like you create your own opinions of what university is. For me, it wasn't worth it. All right. So over here, let's do let's see if we have an other script. Humanoid animation handler. Maybe we have an unenable somewhere. Unenable. No, not here. And what about an animation? Unenable. Unenable. Nope. Maybe we just have like starts. I want to see if this gets called. Let's do debug that log on enable called in big boy. And I'm gonna also put the timing here. Like this. Time that time. So we can get multiple messages. And Ahmed is here, says hi. What's up, Ahmed? Welcome. And French Prime Minister, you say add lore and Africa for no reason. I don't know if Africa, but lore for sure. We're gonna have lore. Give me a second. I'm gonna be right back. Already. We should make a public form thing database in Notion, like what I have with the speedrun thing, so you can have it all in the same place. But yeah, probably it's gonna be better if I do it that way, because but people gonna like go there and leave their feedback? Because that's the other thing. Because it's easier to have it on. It's easier for people to just put it on Discord channels. Uh, but yeah. Okay, let's try this out. Let's see if we're getting the call. Okay, on enable was called one time, and I think, well, it shouldn't have been defined, or the starter graphic scale. Yeah, starter graphic scale is gonna be overridden over here on enable. So I need to say or have somewhere like an initialize has been initialized thing, because if I do this way, mm, yeah, if I do this way, I'm overriding the value to 1 at the beginning. So when it gets the starter scale, it's gonna be 1 all the time. And need you say, I mean, we still have to go out of our way to do it. Might as well like do it on Notion then. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll here. You always say peak battle royale moment. Yeah, we have a lot of avatars going on. Okay, so let's see. We are gonna. Well, I'm actually curious. I never see the battle royales. I'm curious who's gonna win. And there's a bunch of you now. Yeah, but basically what I want to do is like having some sort of like variable somewhere. Um, that is gonna be like values initialized or something after start. Let's put it over here. It's gonna be on top of everything. It's gonna be protected. Bool. Um, values initialized, or starter values initialized. Starter. It's a competition between Nick and Straybor, and Straybor won. Oh, how many points were there? Let's see. Starter values initialized, and it's gonna be false. 150 gold to Straybor. All right. So then over here on start, we can call this on animation handler. We can call this here starter values initialized equals true. And if I go to the humanoid, and if I go to like start, I'm gonna keep the base start, which is gonna make it so that happens. Then here on big guy animation handler, where do I have start? I don't have it. So I'm only gonna say if the starter starter values initialized equals true, then I'm gonna continue. Otherwise, if it's false, I'm just gonna return. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Now, let's do let's just save that. And let's see, because now I think that should make it go to the normal size. Battle Royale starting. Let's report it. W. I think Straybor is not even here, but he won. Let's see. Okay, once we beat him once, where do we need to go now? Yeah, we need to go to the hub. We get out of it, and we have to go to that position then. We start go to 3. And French Prime Minister, you say, add people, then after you add them, they started to rebel against their own king and queen. Then they got rid of the king and began a revolution. It's gonna be so time consuming to add something like that. Like a whole lore and like story and whatever, like that's gonna take a lot of time. Okay, this guy is not as big. Let's see. We are only calling that only one time, right? And index out of range exception. Where did that happen? Guide particle system. Weird. Okay, but they called in big boy. On enable called in big boy. I only called that one time. And it didn't reset this. Let's see what the value is. So instead of just saying the time, I'm gonna say starter graphic scale equals what? So starter graphic scale. And Ahmad, you say hi. What's up, Ahmad? And French Prime Minister, you say it's 2 a.m. I'm asleep. Bye, gang. And you're lagging. Uh, yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, I'm losing frames. Is it better now? Bye bye, French Prime Minister. Bye bye. And yeah, I think, dude, I don't know what happens. I don't really know what happens. But yeah, give me a sec. Dude, I don't know what is absolutely no frames. I have absolutely no frames. Not a single one. Like I don't really know, and I couldn't restart the internet or anything. Uh, what a shame, because I'm literally sending 0 kilobytes per second. I don't know even how